Spa.
Hello, I'm at the National Motor Museum at Beaulieu to welcome you to the Castro Driver Rankings. Let's see what's going to be happening at the Belgian Grand Prix. In my opinion, the Spa circuit at Belgium is the finest in the world. So first of all, we're going to take a close look at the circuit. Then we'll establish where the drivers are in the Castro rankings, and I'll be talking to you about one of the top Formula One drivers of the day. But first, here's the latest news.
So, with the summer break nearly over, the F1 rumour mill has rolled into action again around the uncertain future of Timo Glock and whether or not he's going to stay at Virgin for a second year. It recently emerged that the team have been in contact with the Argentinian driver Esteban Guerreri. Esteban Guerreri is the frontrunner in Formula Renault 3.5 this year and could well win the championship. Although Glock has a 2-year deal with Virgin Racing, he's recently been mentioned in connection with a potentially vacant seat at Renault alongside Robert Kubica. But don't mention that to Vitaly Petrov. Mercedes test driver Nick Heidfeld has been released from his contract with the team and this week started test driving for the tyre manufacturer Pirelli. Heidfeld originally joined Mercedes at the start of the year as backup driver for Michael Schumacher and Nico Rosberg. However, he'll now be helping with the development of Pirelli, who'll be the official tyre supplier to Formula One next year, replacing Japan's Bridgestone. It's been announced there's going to be a new layout for next year's Bahrain Grand Prix, with it reverting back to its original format, which was supposed to be an extended endurance track. The circuit opened this year's 2010 Formula One season with a complete bore of a race. The drivers didn't like it, and the fans liked it even less. So fingers crossed, we may actually get some overtaking there next year.
There's been a Belgian Grand Prix at the Spa circuit in its various forms since 1924. The current circuit is 4.4 miles long and it is brilliant. It plunges through the wooded Ardennes forest. It's got just about every kind of twist and turn you can imagine. Very fast straights, very quick corners, very slow corners, and it's all on public roads. That's what makes it so very special. So let's have a look at the circuit itself.
Over 7 kilometres of track nestling deep in the Ardennes forest near Liège, Spa-Francorchamps is one of the most evocative and historic circuits in Formula One. Spa features a mixture of long straights combined with very high-speed corners and low-speed technical sections. So, let's go! There's a charge down to the first turn, the hairpin at La Source, which is taken in first gear at 64 kilometres an hour. Then the speeds build up to 290 as we head towards the driver's favourite, Eau Rouge. This is a roller coaster as the road drops away in front of you, and then you flick right up the hill. It's 297 going into the left flick Radion, and then out onto the faster sections of the circuit, where speeds build up from 305 to 330 kilometres an hour. Les Combes is the first of a right-left-right combination, all taken in third gear, all hitting the driver with 3 Gs. 177 Ks as you pull out of the last one and head towards the classic Rivage, a long hairpin which slows things down. Left-hand turn 9 is relatively slow, only 152. Then it's on to the double left of Pouhon, which takes in turns 10 and 11. Now we're sweeping through the Ardennes forest after the right-hand turn 12. We head to Farn, down to third gear, 170 clicks, and another 3G force. Up to fifth gear for turn 14 and Stavelot, turn 15 at 245 kilometres an hour. This is why Spa is so exciting. It's a long and fast right home from here. Well over 300 clicks as we scream through turn 16 and towards Blanchimont, flat out, 6th gear. It's all on and off the brakes at Spa. Down to the bus stop chicane, left, right, left, and then we're back onto the straight where we started.
He's done a pretty good year last year. This year hasn't been so good.
He's done a lot for the sport. He's brought it into the public eye a bit more.
He never hesitates, he always trying to be first.
So what is there to say about Lewis Hamilton? So much. First of all, he's an extremely nice bloke. Secondly, he is an incredibly talented driver. He's 25 now, but he was world champion at 23. That's the youngest world champion ever. Helped every inch of the way by his father, Anthony, who took 4 jobs to provide the money to make Lewis Hamilton into what he is today, and helped every inch of the way by McLaren, who've mentored and sponsored him. And Lewis Hamilton, at the age of 25, has still got at least another 10 years driving in front of him. He could beat Michael Schumacher's 7 times world champion record. So let's see where Lewis is in the Castro driver rankings.
Here they are, the latest Castro driver rankings. And Sebastian Vettel can't lose his lead to Loeb this week, no matter what happens in Belgium. Webber will take second back from Loeb with a win in Belgium. Will Powers, at number 9, is the big move of the week as he comes into the top 10 for the first time. He gained 6 places after winning the IndyCar race at Sears Point, the same track where he broke his back last year. He's also leading the IndyCar Championship. The big loser was Ford rally driver Mikko Hyvänen, who lay 10th last week but has dropped way down to 20th after failing to finish the Rally Deutschland.
Say Spa to me and the memories come flooding back, particularly the Belgian Grand Prix in 1998. That was an incredible year. First of all, the weather was absolutely dreadful. It was lashing down with rain. Then there was a 12-car pile-up at the start, and when they restarted the race, it developed brilliantly until Michael Schumacher in the Ferrari drove into the back of David Coulthard's McLaren. Michael thought that David had brake tested him and he was furious, and he stormed down the pit lane to knock David's head off. He didn't succeed, I'm glad to say, but it was an incredible race because it was won by Damon Hill, not in a Williams, but in a Jordan. It was Jordan's first victory, a really memorable day. And I'm sure that the Belgian Grand Prix in 2010 will be just as exciting. It always is. And for more information, go to the CastroDriverRankings.com.